Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Life is Better with Music with Gavin and Mitchell. So, we had the Indy Super Regional this past weekend and the Orlando Regional in BOA World. But before we jump into BOA World, because I know we have a lot to say, Mitchell
Yeah, I do.
has a
I
lot
do.
to say.
I do.
Um, Touching base in the OMEA world, so we did a Newark competition in Newark, Ohio. It was our last competition of the season with scores because our states is just ratings.
Mm.
So we just get told if we did a superior or not. Yay. We've gotten like straight superiors the whole season. So I wonder
Hey, can't get cocky.
I wonder how that will go. But this weekend I got best visual.
Nice.
Got best visual. We got like best visual overall of all the bands.
Awesome. Who
Best
was there?
best um
Was that anyone I
the
would know?
was Dublin Jerome.
I've heard that name.
Yeah, they got third place. We got second
Okay.
overall.
Who won?
So I'll get to that in a second. So
Gotcha.
well we got best visual overall, we got best perk overall and in class 2A.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got best auxiliary, like his color guard overall and in class 2A. Then we got second in 2A and second overall, which or reserved champion to Hilliard Bradley. Hilliard Bradley High School,
Mm-hmm.
one of the big Hilliard groups out here. Because there's three Hilliard high schools right down the road from me because I live in Hilliard area. So it's like these are big bands. Because it was Hilliard Derby that we've competed with the other part of the season that we didn't quite catch up to, but it was very close between us. So they took music and GE from us, but we took everything else from them.
Nice.
So, and that's why I think Color Guard and Perk should have a say in the final score because we took 3 of 5 captions, like
Yeah.
overall. So we'll take it. Take it as the last competition with
Yeah,
scores
you
this
take
season.
awards. You take awards
Yeah,
as they come.
exactly. We'll take it. And especially getting best visual.
Yeah,
Woo!
makes you happy.
So I'm good with that. And well, the thing is, it was so close because Hilliard Bradley was point one behind me,
Oh,
point
well,
one behind me, and like
you,
Doug Perry, the color guard guy, one behind us, point one behind us.
I see. Huh.
It was
Well,
scary. I looked, I
yeah,
was like, I heard it. I was like, what? I'm
we
like, I'll
won.
take it. And then
Yeah.
when I looked at the recap, it was like
Oh, you barely got it.
I had to talk with all the kids. I was like, if one of you messed up, like
You
one
don't.
of
We
you,
don't win visual.
that
We
trophy is at Hilliard Bradley. Like,
Yeah.
like I was like, if one of you just fell apart, boom, gone. But
Yeah.
overall, good weekend for us. And then we have our states this weekend. We have like an 8 o'clock show or something, 8:15. So it's a late night show, which should be nice. But overall, good weekend for us. But without further ado, let's jump over here on over to our favorite shows. And I know Mitchell has a bunch to say, so this is what
I
we're
have
gonna
a
do.
lot to say. Oh,
We're
you
gonna
you
go.
jerk.
No,
You you
we're gonna do Orlando first because we have a lot to say about Indy. So we're gonna do Orlando
that's
first.
fair. That's fair.
So
We do have a lot to say about Indy. I
yeah,
have a lot to say. Oh,
28
John
bands
Meehan.
in
John
Orlando.
Meehan judged. Good for him. Oh,
Um,
Gene Westman. I know that name.
James Bowie all the way up from Texas over here in Florida.
They beat
Also,
Wando in 4A in
of
prelims.
course, we got Wanda, we got Tarpon Springs here. All the Pinellas County schools, like you got everybody here. Palm Harbor, you got I think where is it? Yeah, Countryside's there. Um, Trying to find all the Palm Harbor schools. Obviously, Seminole, Tarpon Springs,
Hmm.
like Pinellas County is like probably the biggest music county in Florida, just because those bands out there have that BOA blood. So it's like BOA blood going on out there.
Boa? Boa.
Yeah, BOA blood.
Boa
Um,
blood. It's not bad
but
blood. It's Boa blood.
Tarpon Springs, 88.95 in prelims. And then who was second? Probably
James Bowie.
Yeah, James Bowie.
And then Wando at third, but Wando comes back and flips the script in finals.
I know. I love Wando. I'm happy they go to that show now.
We love Wando.
Tarpon swept.
Yeah. Well, wow. It's almost like I wasn't seen that happening.
I wasn't a big fan of the costumes.
I'm not.
I'm still kind of not. But the show, I did like the show. I haven't
seen the show fully yet.
It just seems like to me, we went from like the electronic cool shows that were different into these
to an indoor show. It seems like an indoor show.
Well, the Revolution Remix did too. You know what I mean?
Right. But I feel like that was kind of like the middle ground in between that. And then they just said, no, we're going to go straight to indoor style of shows. And I don't know how I feel about that.
Even last year's show, the original concept was supposed to be more Wizard of Ozzy. And it is Wizard of Oz.
That was Oz. Yeah, that's right.
But then they kind of turned it more
theatrical,
I guess. I love how Tarpon's finally doing costumes as soon as I graduated. As soon as my class graduated, we start doing costumes every year.
El Bozo.
But my class and the class before us, amazing players and marchers, like the class of 20 and 21, like awesome performers.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we didn't get that opportunity to have costumes.
Cry about it.
Whatever.
Oh no, you don't have costumes. Oh no,
I love costumes. That's why I love
you had cool uniforms before.
Show choir, you can have so many costumes. It's so fun.
But it's almost like you had cool uniforms before costumes. So like there was no
Tarpon's supposed to be getting a new one anyway. But they're supposed to get new ones every 10 years. But guess what? In that 10-year period was like
COVID,
my junior or senior year. So we were supposed to get it then. But besides the point, I miss
COVID took the finances.
I miss old Tarpon.
I do too. I really do.
Which is right before I came in and throughout my time.
Like 14 through like 19?
Well, basically, it changed like going into 2019 slightly. And then
it
COVID
just kind of went off the deep end.
Hamilton show happened. And then And then we have what's going on now. And I don't hate it. I love Tarpon.
No.
I always represent my program.
No, I mean,
I love my program. I love where I came from. I got my Tarpon necklace, like by band and choir. Like I have it. Like, I wear it every day. I love my school. I just miss the like Man vs. Machine, the Pandora, the
RP1,
Madness, even Madness. Like I liked Madness, RP1.
We love Madness.
The shows right before Man vs. Machine, like Unidentified, and
was
all
that
these.
Caged? Or
Caged is 2015. That was the year after. Like those.
That would have. Y'all should have taken that to Indy.
Tarpon.
Y'all should have taken that to Indy. I'm gonna say it now. Hot take: Caged over Pandora any day.
Oh, most definitely. Caged was a wonderful show, but
again would have pushed us for first.
And again, my thing is I miss. And again, I love that like we're adapting because it's the new directors as well, helping with the creative ideas. I respect that. But, obviously when you come from a program and you see a program change a little bit, you're kind of shocked because you're not there seeing what's happening. So I'm getting that alumni syndrome.
Hashtag not my Tarpon.
Yeah. And so like
back in the day,
like I love like my favorite show I did at Tarpon was RP1. Amazing show. Amazing music, amazing skirts, amazing props. Everything about that show was so awesome.
Was freaking amazing.
I love the prop design for this show for this year. I do. It's just
I don't.
I feel like it's Revolution Remix Part 2. And the thing is, no one can tell me otherwise because Revolution Remix was like Beatles and olden time music and combining all of this music together. On the records, you could see all the repertoire.
Well, we saw another school do that in 2019 too. But
well, and then in this year we have the same color scheme, but now just hip hoppy
paint cans,
like paint cans, spray paint. Rebel. cool.
I mean, I understand it, but it just seems like a window. It just seems like an indoor show to me.
It looks like Vox Versio merged with Revolution Remixed, plus the indoor show style put together.
I don't know if I like that because I see indoor and marching band as two completely different things.
Well, and I do too.
It's the same basics,
obviously,
but
it's like how I can band marching band and show choir. It's the same thing, just on a smaller scope, and it's singing and you're dancing with your full body. It's the same concept. It's a show you put together. You have drill spots on a stage. It's the same concept,
right?
But it's in a different spectrum. If that makes sense.
No, you're right. I don't jive with it, and that's just me. But they're performing well. I'm really hoping I get to go to Nats finals to see them in finals.
Oh, I'm going. We got our tickets and hotels.
I have not done any of that yet. I have to wait till they announce the Vanderbilt game time, and then I will see if I can speed up to Indy.
Yeah. Well, Tarpon didn't break a 90. They didn't break a 90 in Orlando, so
they didn't. But they're going to be up there.
And I hate to say it, like hearing them and watching them in their first BOA debut this year, I can see they're going to put some heat out in Indy. They're going to be powerful, but I don't think it's a top 3. I don't see that as a top 3 Tarpon show. I see Avon, Carmel, Broken Arrow up there.
As I'm going to be honest with you, I don't either, solely for the fact of the results from this weekend. Because in terms of Indy regional.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. This is obviously it's different judge panels, but
I want to talk.
It's Carmel, Avon, and everyone on a different regional, and then it's Tarpon at 1 with Wando.
There's Carmel barely. There's Avon barely scraping by in captions. I will tell you that their score gap was not.
We'll get to that in a second.
We'll get to that. I have a lot to say.
What I'm saying is Carmel and Avon went out the same weekend. Yes, it's a different judge panel, but it's the same weekend.
They should have the same amount of show on the field.
They should have
relatively the same point in terms of the process.
They basically should have the show done at this point.
Because all the directors know, Ford knows what it takes to make this group good. Carmel knows what Carmel knows what it has to do to be good. Avon knows what it has to do, and they're on that track, and they're all on that same track. They're all. And it's taken Ford.
It's taken Ford time to get used to. I don't know what I'm doing. What is this?
What are you doing? Stop that.
It's taken Ford time to get used to the Orlando regional again, because again we did Atlanta super regional.
Yeah.
And that would, be in late October. Usually the Orlando regional is I think a week before it was this year. It's usually early October. Like early to mid. It's one of the first ones that usually goes out, I think, if I remember. But Atlanta was at the end of October, beginning of November, to where we had a lot more time to put the show together for BOA. So I think he's finally found that. It's just, I don't know about the show.
No, I respect it. I think it's going to be fun to watch either way.
I'm just going to skip over the, I won't.
No, we got to talk about the prelims. So okay, obviously we know who's going to be 1, 2, and 3 at the show. Carmel, Avon, and Blue Springs in whatever order you wanted to throw them out there. I watched both Avon and Carmel back to back in prelims, or right. There was one band in the middle, Center Grove.
Yeah, Avon.
I think I'm going to tell you this.
Took visual.
I know. That's what I was getting to. Mason took visual. When I was sitting at the announcement ceremony, I sat in the chair. As soon as they announced Mason and Vij, I just sat straight up and I'm like,
and they were fourth,
what the hell?
Right?
Yeah.
They were fourth.
But you know what? Good for them. I'm glad. I'm happy for Mason because I love seeing Mason. Well, see, and the thing is, Mason was on a hot streak and then 16 happened and they were third. And I think they're getting back there. I think it took them a couple years, but I think they're getting back there, and I hope to God they do. I hope to God they do well at Nats. I love the show. Okay, Gavin, you're going to think I'm crazy. I don't hate the costumes. I don't hate their costumes. I know.
That's a first.
Okay, I don't hate Broken Arrow's costume. I didn't hate Broken Arrow's costumes in 17 or 18. I don't like them. I don't think that. Okay, actually, I lied. Broken Arrow's costumes in 18 were sick as hell. Sorry, but Okay, sorry. It takes yes. American Salute. We love that. We're actually playing that one of our halftime shows at college this year. That's our patriotic opener. So I get to play that, and I am front field. Like I am like 10 steps off the front sideline the entire time, and they get to hear me playing "Let's Go." Oh man. But finals. I don't agree with the captain.
No, listen.
No. I say this, and I watched both of them, and I put the bias aside.
Ooh.
I said, why are they getting GE over us? Why are they having GE? Avon's show to me does not have GE, and I just don't agree with it. But whatever. It happens, whatever. And you know what? Honestly, this is setting up for 2016, dog. We were right behind them at Indy Super. We were chasing them the entire year. And look what happened. One of the rings, baby.
I don't know.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying, you know what? And I would also like to point out,
Avon. I think Avon needs to win. They haven't won in a while.
I don't care.
I
want you to look at I want you to look at the visual general effect between Carmel and Avon. There is 0.5 in visual GE. There's a 0.5 difference in Vis GE for Carmel and Avon. I don't agree with that, but whatever. It was essentially one judge that really screwed us over. I don't agree with tying music either. Don't get me started on the music, dude. I'm telling you what, Carmel's playing a lot harder stuff at a lot higher level. I'm telling you that it's not
Matt Harloff, man.
No, it's not even Matt Harloff. It's not.
Matt Harloff.
I'm telling you, and then there's just man, I don't understand.
You can't listen.
I'm gonna give him credit where credit's due. I'm gonna give him credit where credit's due, dog. Like I really, they're doing well. Good for them. They're playing what they do well.
I think within the next decade, you can't ever imagine without Carmel and Avon not being close.
Yeah,
that's the suspense in BOA.
Whenever those two are at,
Carmel and Avon are always suspenseful. But then you throw a Blue Springs in there, you throw a Tarpon Springs in there, you throw a Broken Arrow in there, you throw a Texas Band in there.
I'll tell you what. I was terrified of Blue Springs. I thought they were going to take the visual caption in finals. I was like, okay, I see why. Because I'll tell you what,
good.
They were Did you see the video? Did you see their video? Have you seen a video of them? They actually jazz run and play. Something Avon doesn't do. Something Carmel hasn't done recently.
And tarpon drill sometimes. A couple people have to.
Right.
I've had to.
But Blue Springs, I don't like the costumes for Blue Springs. I think that there is some parts of the show that their show ends so abruptly that I just don't like that. But they were good. They're not going to Nats, unfortunately, so we don't get to see them anymore.
Yeah.
But because I think that show would do really well. There's the whole William Mason thing, which I am so excited to see. You want to know who I really enjoyed this past weekend? Castle.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear their trombone solo? Dude, he's wailing on it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Actually,
there's a penalty as well.
Yeah, there is a penalty. Union got penalized. I saw that.
Was it timing? Were they on the field too long?
I guess that's what happened. Centerville had some sound issues at the beginning. They were like a minute and a half into their performance time.
Well, and I kind of want to draw the scope here, and I want to show you. I'm a highlight
Lafayette High School.
Here. Your top 4 here,
all crack 90,
are above Tarpon. William Mason is above Tarpon right now.
I would love to. I'm gonna be honest. Peace and love. I would love to see Mason above Tarpon, just because I love Mason and I want to see Tarpon. I want to see Mason get back to where they were.
Yeah, and the thing is, different judge panels aside, like separate judge panels aside, if we just took the scores from this weekend, Tarpon would be what, 5th?
Yeah.
5th overall of like the 26 bands that would be.
Yeah.
So 5th place. Yay.
Hey.
We love 5th place. 4th
I know
you
do. I love my 4th place. I love my 4th and my 4th.
You know what? I'm done. We're done looking at BOA.
Shout out to Lafayette from Lexington here. They performed well. I was really Homestead didn't make finals, and I was shocked. 14 through 20 was within a point of each other, like in terms of like a whole point. Westfield played really well, actually. So Westfield won their Scholastic Class A state championship this weekend. So they're the Indiana Scholastic Class A state champions. Congrats to them.
Nice.
Let's see. They were in 19th place, 0.9 out of finals in their first season doing BOA. Come on.
That's good.
That's solid. That's very solid.
That is solid.
I'm going to be honest. I thought they had a real outside shot of making it in after I watched their prelims run. I'm like, oh, they might actually beat Lafayette. And see, my one gripe with Lafayette High School from Kentucky is their shows are strictly KMEA shows. They're not BOA shows. So I thought Westfield played a little better than Lafayette. I think Lafayette has the advantage in terms of numbers, which they do. But it's just what it is. But like Westfield really showed out this year. I'm happy for them. I can't wait to see what that program does in the next couple of years.
That's good. That's great for them.
Yeah, honestly, hot take. I think there are going to be 5 Indiana bands in Grand National Finals this year. You want to hear who?
Carmel, Avon,
Castle, Brownsburg, and Fishers. I think Brownsburg and Fishers both get in, but I think Fishers squeaks. Brownsburg and Fishers squeak in. I mean, what? So that then at that point you've got Mason, Broken Arrow, and Tarpon. So that's another 3.
That's 8 right there.
And then you're fighting for 4 spots. I think you're fighting for 4 spots. I really think so. I think Brownsburg and Fishers are going to be on that bubble again. I think that the Texas bands. I think Southlake's going to be up there. I think the Texas bands that are showing up this year. I think they all are going to be up there. I think they're going to be fighting for that final spot. Let's see. Who else do I think? I'm really impressed with. I think Jenks and Mustang's going to be back. I think Mustang has a shot. I think Jenks is coming up to Indy too, so I think they have a shot.
Yeah, I mean, Jenks, their first finals appearance was in 2018, right?
Yeah. Well, see,
I remember being right next to them when it happened, and they like freaked out. So
I would. But hear me out though. What they did in their show this weekend, their ballad was "I've had the time of my life," and it was awesome. They were swinging, dude. I was here for it all. They were swinging it. I loved it.
Just like when Carolina Crown Rick rolled us.
No, I was not here for that. I wanted them to get disqualified immediately.
Yeah, they got 3rd place.
I wanted to take all their mouthpieces. So
moving on.
I want to snap their sticks. Just
this weekend in BOA world, we got
Jacksonville, Waco,
and then Piscataway. And
then next weekend we have the bloodbath in Texas, known as the Texas Super Regional. Also,
Utah.
Gavin, what are your thoughts on how inflated the score is going to be next weekend? How inflated are they going to be?
I don't know.
I'm actually curious to see this weekend how inflated they are. Because someone's going to pop like a 94, and I'm just going to say, screw this. This sucks.
You know what I wish? I wish the Super Regional in Texas was called Texas Nationals.
Yeah, it should be. Let's be real.
And then Grand Nationals for everybody else, and then the top 3 from here and here go into another competition.
Oh God!
Or like top 5 or top 6 from each show, so it's like 6 and 6, so top 12 again.
Oh,
so it's
God.
like top 6 and top 6 have to
God!
to see who would actually win. USBANDS.
Oh, more.
Maryland and Virginia State Championships.
Who is here?
93.90.
Loudoun County. Okay, good for them.
Loudoun County. And the thing is, I think we've seen these names like last week.
Yeah, some of these are familiar, but they're all a blur. Too many shows.
Pennsylvania State.
Good Lord.
Holy cow. 95. Downington West High School.
I guess their shows are just I guess their shows are just meant to peak right now, which is fine. Good for them.
Again, that's the
state
judge
champion.
sheets.
Yeah.
I think our score for Licking Heights was like a 91 this weekend.
Yeah.
So like, and like we're not like a Tarpon or a Carmel.
Yeah.
So it's state circuit.
And you've also got to take into account like where the other bands are scoring.
Yeah.
Because you can't just have someone blow them out of the water. That's just not fair. That's demoralizing to like everyone that isn't the winners. Because if you get like 10 pointed, oh god, I feel bad. Like even when Carmel went to Dayton a couple of years ago, and like even Louisville this year, and like even in 19 when we basically like 3 to 5 pointed everyone at that show, and I was just like,
it's not fun.
It's not fun. It's not fun for everyone else. It might be fun for me a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I did love picking up the win, but like at the same time, that's just murder.
Shush.
That's just slaughter. That's just not fair. I don't like that. I don't like how bands. I want some close, but at the same time, I'm just like, ugh.
Interesting. So 92.2 for Trumbull High School.
Trumbull, good for them.
This is an ACT testing day.
Oh,
so
God,
while you're doing your ACT testing, you'll just hear da 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 like like you just hear bands going.
You'll hear some random drum rim shot.
Norwalk High School 92.2.
Yeah, I know that name.
I feel like, and again, like some of these things have like actual recaps to download, but I don't want to try and like
I don't want to
jump from recap to
so
recap.
Much.
Yeah,
no,
those are just packets and stuff. But 89.5 Blackstone Millville. No, 89.5. I was right. J. Birdie Crumb.
Yes. Based. So based. Yeah. That is based.
Is this 87.1? Jackson Memorial High School. Man, all these fields are so blurry. Vernon Township. Nice field, guys. Practice field. Are there people on the field right now? It kind of looks like it.
Yeah. Maybe.
93.1 for West Milford High School. I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last day for pre-orders. This is an ACT testing day.
I guess it was just ACT day.
This is an ACT testing day.
God, that's not fun. I hate the SAT.
91.6.
Those sucked.
I'm not pronouncing.
I'm not even gonna try.
You can try.
I'm not gonna try. I'm good. The P band.
Township High School. That's my best shot. Sorry, guys.
Onga bonga.
Which one was that?
I don't know.
Egg Harbor.
Egg.
90.90. Allentown.
Nope, it's in New Jersey.
I know.
Shame. Shame.
What is this? 93.3 Edison High School, New Jersey.
And these shows are peaking because they're not going to Nats. They don't go to BOA Nats. So like,
yeah, and again, these are like
they're designed to peak at a different time.
This is either the last show or like the second to last show.
Yeah, they're getting close to the end.
Dartmouth.
95.6.
Yeah.
That reminds me.
Well, because if you look, this is all they have left.
Right.
Well,
I also
we have this.
I also want to talk about some DCI news too, because some news.
We'll dive into that.
And
Roseland High School.
Super happy about it.
90.9.
Like I could be very furious, and I am very furious.
We'll jump into it. Jackson Memorial High School postponed from October 1st. Straight 90, Allentown again, but from New Jersey.
Imposters. Allentown High School from New Jersey. Sus.
Like as I was saying, they're peaking because look.
Right. Yeah, their show's done in the next week.
All state championships, like right here. That's all they have left, really.
Show in Allentown. Let's go.
So, yeah, but what's the DCI news for us?
So, given I don't know if you heard about this, but Tom Monks is no longer with the Cadets, and it has taken no time at all for him to find other sources of employment, as he is now the program designer, or he helps out with Cavaliers, which is you don't understand.
You already want to go to Cavaliers, Mitchell.
I don't want to go to Cavaliers. I don't know if I want to go to Cavaliers. There's a whole lot of things that I don't know. But that
you can go back to being a left foot step off.
Ew. No, stop that. But
ew. You're like the one group in the nation that steps off with their right foot.
Let's go. Makes us different.
No, I have some students that still do it, but
I love that. And Tom Ungst is also the program helping out design Music City show this year. So
interesting.
Very interesting, and it's very weird seeing that face and on those bio pages, because I don't know if you know the Cadets Cavaliers rivalry, but like in the early 2000s, we were duking it out for top placements in like early 90s.
Duking it out.
Oh man, dude. Oh man.
Lot fight.
We love lot. I live for the tales. I live for the lot fight stories. I'm all for it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm all for it.
The Boston ones are so funny to hear.
But yeah, very big shocking news. Actually, and now I'm thinking about it, actually, this weekend is the Kentucky State semifinals and championships for each class. So if I am not previously engaged with another thing that is just a lot right now, but if I'm not engaged with that, I will be at the state championships for a couple classes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Will you actually take videos? Yeah, Mitchell took
I
3 pictures and 2 videos that were 10 seconds and 18 seconds long.
Missouri State slapped. I just had to watch it.
May post at some point.
You should post.
I don't know when. I will post the 2 videos you sent me.
Yes.
At some point. I don't know when. Maybe after I'm done with my season, then I'll have time to post it.
Yeah. But
okay, so
we got a lot of good stuff coming up here in the next couple of weeks.
You can see we're on Instagram here.
Oh,
BOA things. They post videos for us to watch. Like the DCI photos or whatever it was online would do, that we would watch the videos from before.
Oh, is that are you looking at the Tarpon clip?
Heck yeah, we're looking at the Tarpon clip.
I like it. I'm vibing.
BOA thing. So thank you for posting many things, BOA. But
crazy.
Just
I want to look at the Mason too.
This is a clip that makes me like the Tarpon show.
Oh, someone's going to lead.
Classic forward drill. Classic.
Yeah, box rotation. Oh no.
Like those are classic props right there. And you know those are tarpon props. You know those are tarpon tarps. That's the drum major doing the sax solo. See the podium right here.
Oh, different. It's a different uniform color too.
Him.
Yeah, good for him. That's awesome.
He was also the drum major last year. That's Ethan Abercrombie.
I think I follow him on Facebook.
I don't want to butcher it.
I think I'm friends
Abercrombie.
With him. Yeah, something like that.
Ethan A. We'll say. Yeah, he was the drum major last year. One of the first junior drum majors. Again, as soon as my class graduated, they started doing that. Whatever.
Man, you're just hitting and missing on everything.
Seriously, our class, it's I don't know what he had against our senior class or the senior class before us, but
class of 2020 is based.
Class
of 2020 is just based.
Their brass line sounds I
have had a good couple things. I've heard
since the last couple years. The brass line is well trained.
Yeah, they're doing well
trained. And obviously their director, they have now new additions.
But they're catching up to the
great.
Woodwinds.
Like, they sound great.
Because again, peace and love, no matter what.
Like, the props I like. The props I like. I'm not a whole big fan of the uniforms, but I can see the design with the uniform.
I do too, but it hurts. I see what the color hurts.
I see what it does visually. I see what it does.
I don't like it. It hurts my eyes.
But that's a good clip. That this is Tarpon Springs.
We look at the Mason clip too. I want to look at the Mason clip.
Which one?
The yellow. Yeah, that's Mason.
Oh, come on. What is this? Oh yeah,
I love the uniforms. I don't like the cape.
It just seems too long. Mason looking good. Visually stunning. It is very visually stunning. Like, it is a pretty show.
I know why they took visual. I can see why they took vision prelims.
This guy right here, this is medaling at Nats. I could see it. I could see it.
I'm very hesitant to agree.
I would want that show to win over Tarpon.
Oh, I would too. I think it should.
Like, my thing is judges. I love our judges, but judges.
Honestly, I liked Mason over Blue Springs. It's a hot take, I know,
and I do too. But the thing is, like, this: judges don't like the Tarpon thing. We like the Tarpon thing. People call it the Tarpon thing. We do futuristic things. We do things different. Judges don't always like that.
Yeah,
and that's why we get docked. Because it's not a judge's thing. And again, no one can say a judge doesn't put personal opinion in it, because that's why judge panels are different, because it's a personal opinion.
Yeah.
Like, if we wanted a whole year that every show had to be the same judge panel, that would be impossible. But you're going to have a lot of difference in scoring for shows. Like, it's...
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I really like Mason, and I think they're going to be competing for that top 3 spot. I think it's going to be a dogfight. I really think it's going to be a dogfight for the top 3 spots. Like, that's just absurd, man. Hebron.
This is from
21. They sounded so good. They always do.
They are a drum corps high school.
And hey, you know who's coming back to Nats? Our defending champ, to be
Hebron. There we go. Our defending champs. Like, that's a visually stunning show too. Like, you can't even tell me. That is so visually stunning. Their show from last year. Like, look at it. So many colors, it all works together. Like, that's a winning show. Not
do I think it should have broken? Oh, give me a break. Do I think it should have broken the 98?
Yeah, Bloodlines.
It's just not. I just don't like it. I don't. I've tried so hard. I don't think the skirts or like the ribbons kind of things. You cannot go to straight from lyrical to freaking tango. Come on.
No, Mitchell, I don't know if
That's...
you fully realize this. No, listen, Mitchell, this is actually real talk. And this makes me upset. Why? Whoa. There we go. Why did it go to my beard?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a green screen here. But no, back to my point. I feel like for once Carolina Crown was the testing ground.
Yeah.
Because they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Crown was
literally
the testing
their guard
ground for once.
Their guard has the poles. Their guard has like the little like streamers.
It's just,
come on.
It's just a darker version of
that's just
this Crown show this year. This
that's
Crown show this last year was like, hey, look at me. Let's all be happy. Now this is Bloodlines. Yeah.
No, this is just not.
I don't like the tango feel. But...
I don't like the tango feel. You cannot do that. Not in that way.
Like, why am I not surprised Avon used ribbons as a part of
it? I don't know. I don't know why. I wonder why.
I just think for like, and this is what I love about Broken Arrow and Hebron and Tarpon, they have so many vibrant colors in their show. Like, yeah, Tarpon, like that's vibrant colors. Those are colors that work for their show, but they have vibrant colors. But there are groups, and I'm just using Avon this year as an example. Avon this year,
are we scapegoating?
Like it's not very vibrant.
No. Well, I'll tell you what.
2018, they had some vibrant colors in 2018.
Yeah, well,
like,
you know, they're.
So it's like the vibrant, like Crown this year had vibrant colors. Like I love the vibrant, like these colors right here are so nice.
Yeah.
Like I loved their uniforms. Like clean uniforms.
My one thing I will say, and this is my last thought on them, at least it's black. At least it's half of the black and gold. That's all I'm going to say.
What? You're going to call Tarpon out now too?
No, I'm not going to call Tarpon out. I'm not.
As much as our colors anymore.
I don't like that. But you know, either way, whatever.
Your shows are boring.
Fine. They're not.
If your Flight of the Valkyrie show had uniforms, I would have said you guys deserve to win.
Too bad. We didn't.
If you guys had themed outfits for your shows, I would say, ooh, Carmel's awesome. You get extra points from me just for having a costume.
I hate costumes.
RP1 would have looked so much better if the whole band was kind of doing what the color guard was doing.
That's so much money
different
too.
Colors.
That's like so much money for costumes.
But it takes money to win.
I mean,
like you can't tell me.
I don't know. I've never liked costumes, but you know, that's just me.
Like
whatever, they're fine.
Like their costumes this year, I like last year's more, but they still they have the color scheme going.
And they have the design kind of the same.
The color scheme is working.
Oh my God, Josiah comment. My homie Josiah.
The Pandora triangles. That's kind of what that looks like. That kind of is. That's what we. That's what Tarpon did. That's what we did.
Come on.
Hold up.
That's top 3. I know they're playing Bruckner.
In 2016, we did stuff like that kind of with our broken apart triangles. Like kind of looks very similar. I'm just saying. And then I played the Bruckner. We also played the Bruckner in 2016. And the triangles were also from 2016. That's two things. Guess what the Bruckner does?
Oh my God.
It's the curse of fourth place. We got fourth place with the Bruckner. Carolina Crown got fourth. They're getting fourth. Tarpon's top three.
Well, shoot.
Tarpon's making top three now.
Call me Monkey's uncle. Oh, man. They sound good.
They do sound good. But if you were to listen to Tarpon's, Carolina Crown, and Broken Arrows, who would have the best one?
I'm going to say Crown.
I mean, I would say Crown as well. But I would go, it would be close between Crown and Tarpon because I like Tarpon's version really a lot too.
Right.
Broken Arrow
really loves the edge.
Well, and the thing is, like, I would put Crown slightly above Tarpon, and then Broken Arrows. Very, very heavy lead trumpet.
Yeah.
Like, though I'm complaining, I love what's going on visually. I'm very intrigued.
Right.
Like, what just happened visually, I love that whole intro visually. Like, that whole little intro right there that I just saw.
Honestly, I could see any of the top
music. That music did not lead up to that, in my opinion.
No, it did not.
That's not, in my opinion.
That's a little bit of I respect it. I could totally see any of the top four, ABC and Tarpon, winning this year. I could see any of the four, but at this point,
no, I can't see Tarpon winning. Sorry, I can't.
They just play so well this year.
Yeah, but that's
I can't. Right, but that could also play in the music GE.
Yeah, but again, like,
see,
I think the judge is gonna look at Broken Arrow show more and be like, oh, they're not going all out and trying to be different. They're doing something I like, because Tarpon tries to be out there, and that's what
my thing about it is. I think it's gonna come down more so to what the judges like to do, like the musical side of GE.
I'm telling you right now, Tarpon is not winning.
As in, like, Carmel or Tarpon, in terms of music GE.
Mm-hmm.
Or are they gonna like the visual GE, which somehow Avon has? I don't understand.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
or Broken Arrow. Like, I don't know. I think that's what's gonna come down to it. I think that's how it's gonna be decided, because whatever the judges like more in terms of, are they feeling the music GE more, or are they feeling the Vish?
Well, and that's what I'm saying is, I don't think there's not a chance for Tarpon to win. I think Avon show, Carmel show, their groups are more, I wouldn't say
cohesive.
I wouldn't say more trained.
Cohesive.
Like, they're just cohesive. Same with Broken Arrow. They're the defending champs. Broken Arrow's coming back with a vengeance. They're on the edge. And Tarpon, we haven't been back to Grand Nat since 2018.
Right.
And
who knows?
And again, like, it could be that underdog story again. What? Can you stop putting the thing on my face?
Oh my God.
Why is my camera doing that all of a sudden?
It doesn't like you. It hates you. It despises you. It has
not done that whatsoever.
No.
Hold on.
We love it. Oh my God.
Can you see a big gray block on the screen?
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about. Oh yeah. Also, I would like to also point something out. The use of extra field mics in one certain group was very prevalent, and I could clearly tell, and it was very obvious that they were trying to be louder than they could be, and I don't like that. I don't know. Yes, they had 3 extra field mics. You're Avon. You don't need 3 extra field mics.
We have a field mic right here.
Okay, but you're smaller than Avon.
Yes, but I've had this conversation with you.
Avon doesn't need field mics.
He texted me this the other day, and I said the same thing. I think any group, if they want field mics, they can have field mics.
I know, but that
doesn't
just
matter
makes
their size. Yeah, maybe they should turn it down a little bit, but overall,
they don't need
stadiums, even the biggest groups in those stadiums, to drain out. Like Carolina Crown gets drained out in Lucas Oil. Like, it's not bad to have field mics to amplify the sound for the whole stadium.
I mean, I know they already have some, like, for, like, automatically for BOA. Like, BOA automatically gives a couple, but, like, Avon doesn't need a field mic. Avon doesn't need a single field mic. That's what ticks me off.
And that's what I'm saying. Some groups, we can say that, but if they want field mics, they can.
I mean, if they want, it's not outlawed, but, like, man, that's just, you don't need it.
Because in theory, like, if we wanted to be louder and Avon is like, oh, Tarpon's being as loud as us now with field mics, so let's add more to us so that we can get louder. Like, okay, then we'll just add more.
Yeah.
We could do the field mic game. Like, that's what Tarpon plays. Is we played the field mic game to be that small fish in the big pond.
Right.
But, and what I'm saying is, like, any group, I think, can have field mics.
No,
I see what you're coming from. I do. It's Avon, big-ass group.
They don't need it. They don't need
You're
it.
a big-ass group. Broken
We
Arrow.
don't use it. We don't use field mics.
Listen. It's because you go easy.
No.
You don't need the field mics.
Oh, hush.
But again,
I just don't like how they're using field mics. That's just my thoughts.
Great weekend of show.
It was a great weekend, regardless of results and how I disagree greatly with some of the results.
I'm just saying, Avon and Carmel
are going to be close.
Broken Arrow is also going to be close. I see Tarpon like top 4, top 5. I don't see them pushing above top 3. I think our highest place is 3, unless the judges somehow like it. If they didn't like RP1, and like some judges like didn't really like Revolution Remix,
we won't even know till finals because they're in 2A. We won't know till finals on where they are, where they stand. That's what I really hate. That's the one thing I just despise.
I know.
I just want to see the prelim scores. I want to see the prelims placements. That's all I want to see. That's all I care about at that point. I want someone to leak them. Please, someone do it. Someone take the L and do it. I need it. Do it like DCI does. Come on. It's just, come on. That's not fair.
Okay. Well, I think that's all we have this week.
I think that's all we got.
So next week we got the shows are starting to dwindle down. I have our last competition over here. We got USBANDS finishing up. Got 3 more BOA shows, so BOA will be going a little bit longer. But we're coming to the end, and we're in the off season until show choir starts up with indoor stuff starting up too. So
I bought my audition packet today
for
cadets.
For cadets.
Yeah.
Okay. I was confused. I didn't know if you were talking indoor or if you were talking.
No, I think that fell through. I don't think it's in the cards for me, which is fine. God, but yeah. Any Hades updates?
No, I've been too busy.
Fair.
I've been way too busy.
Respect that.
But thank you all for tuning in this week, and we'll catch y'all next week. Peace out.